को सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. As long as something is recognized as real, then we will always react. We will not act. When we react, somebody is born. When we act, nobody is born. On the stage, an actor acts as a king, but king is not born. See, acts as a villain, but he is not born. Because there is nobody born, therefore no sin, no merit. See, friends. So where from the whole thing begins? If we give to anything or anybody a status of reality, samsara will be born. Therefore, in the second chapter, we are seeing in the Vaitatya Prakaran. This is good for sleeping, not for talking. But better than earlier, there has to be a commode here. This is better. Now it is a bed. Improvement. So when we take this world as real, 2-3 things will happen. Number 1, desire. Number 2, anger. Number 3, greed. Number 4, fear. All put together is called samsara. But when we recognize something, although we go through the experience, and yet we do not take that as real, then there is no desire, there is no anger, there is no greed, there is no fear. These 4 factors is samsara. And therefore, in the second chapter of this Mandukya Upanishad, after the Agam Prakaranam, second is the Vaitatya Prakaranam. Vaitatya is vitatha. The things are seen, known, but not as they are. See? Now come back to our friend. The snake the rope is there, but it is not recognized as rope. It is recognized as the snake. This is called vitatha, vaitatya. Now, till such time we accept that it is the snake, samsara will be there. We will be afraid. We want to go and kill it so that he is not able to affect us. It will continue till such time when we inquire as to how come the snake is here and it has bitten me and still it is alive. See? And then you start doubting that it can't be a snake. See? And then you go with a torch and find out, and then it is a rope. The moment you discover the truth, your samsara disappears. Therefore, we have to re-evaluate our experiences with the world. This is what is done logically in this chapter. सप्रयोजनता तेषां स्वप्ने विप्रतिपद्यते तस्मात् आद्यन्तवत्वेन मिथ्यैष खलु ते स्मृता. See, in the dream, the objects of the waking world has no place. See, a person who has eaten up to the nose and then he goes to sleep and he dreams that he is hungry. So where that food has gone? So saprayojanata tesham swapne vipratipadyate. The objects of the waking have no entry or value in the dream. Therefore, tasmad adi antatvena mithyeshate khalu smrata. Therefore, they are not real, they only appear, but they do not have any existence. See? Continuing further, apurvam sthani dharmo hi yatha swarga nivasinam tanayam prekshate gatva yathaiveha sushikshita. This is called as sthani dharma. Now what is the sthani dharma? Swarga nivasinam. It is said in our Puranic literature that Indra has got 1000 eyes. The sthani dharma. You can't object, you can't say how it is possible. Why we object? Because we have got only 4 eyes. See? How can they have 1000 eyes? Therefore, apurvam sthani dharma. There is no possibility of seeing this kind of body with 1000 eyes. So, yatha swarga nivasyanam tanayam prekshate gatva. But when we keep on hearing about something again and again, the same thing comes in the dream. Therefore, yatha iha sushikshitaha. So whatever we have learned about anything, the same thing we keep on seeing in the dream. And therefore, all what we see in the dream is dependent on what we have understood or imagined in the waking. Therefore, it is not real. Apurvatvat shanka nirakruta sapna dishtantasya punah sapna tulyatam jagrat vedanam prapanchayan aha. Now, again they said, how the waking world and the dream world are equally illusions, not real. I will tell you in my simple words. This very lot of arguments are given. Very simple. See, all experiences happen only in the mind. No experience happens to the body. The day you will recognize this, not only understanding, recognition. See? That which has not entered in our mind does not exist for us. So all experiences happen in the mind. Joy, sorrows also in the mind. Loss, gain also in the mind. And therefore, the life is lived by the mind through the body. Therefore, when a person is in coma, he doesn't suffer. Because the mind is enfolded. How simple it is. Now, the same mind giving us a series of dream experiences and we brush them off. Oh, they are just dreams, forget about it. Where did you see and through what you saw the dream? Through the mind. So one set of experiences through the mind as dream are illusions and discarded. Why do we accept the experiences in the waking through the same mind as real? See, friends, no logic. It is only because we give a status of reality to this waking world and people. And once we understand this, and how do we understand this? Karnataka. So when an actor is acting on the stage, he is acting so wonderful as if he is really miserable, as if he is really happy, but nothing is happening to him. Therefore, स्वप्न वृत्तौ अपि तु अंतस्ति चेतसा कल्पितं तु असत् बहिश्चेतो गृहीतं सदृष्टं वैतथ्यम एतयोः. Therefore, whatever is seen by us in the dream is not the real one, so it is just an illusion. Kalpitam tu asat. It's only imagination. See? We keep on imagining anything and that appears in the dream. I don't know whether it happens to you or what. Suppose before sleeping I listen to some abhanga or bhajan or something like that. Then whole night it goes on. See? Morning you wake up with the same tune. And that tune doesn't go. It remains in the mind very long time. See? Therefore, sapna vrutto apitu antas chetasa kalpitam asat. So all that is imagined in the mind, in the dream is not real. Bahishcheto gruhitam sat drishta. An external thing we start taking is real. See friends, that is also equally an illusion. There was one Indian NRI father. First time he went to, let us say, to USA. And both the son and his daughter-in-law, they had to go for work. So they used to tell Babaji, we'll put you in some mall, give you some dollars, you eat or do whatever you like, spend your day, and when we come back, we'll pick you up. So Buddha from UP, Bihar, never gone out of Bihar, he came there. And he started looking at it. Slowly, he started seeing the people talking to them here and there. Right? And then he spoke to one lady. He said, you people are so beautiful. Our Indian ladies are so ugly. So that lady was listening. See, you have got such beautiful golden hair. Our ladies have got black hair. I like the golden hair. She gave her wig, take. See? You have got so beautiful eyes, hazel, not black again. I'm fed up of seeing black. She peels off the attachment. See? And your teeth are like a pearl necklace. Kadak. Everything disappears. So, what he saw, he took that as real. And therefore all these things happen. Exactly the same way. Beauty is skin deep. Ugliness is bone marrow deep. But we are only carried away by the packing material. Therefore, Vaishcheto gruhitam sadrishtam vaitathyametayoho. Therefore, they are not real. Let us not get carried away by this. The purpose of this chapter is only to remove the wrong notion that this world is real. It is equally an illusion as the dream. There is no difference. See? Jagrad vrutto api tu antaschetasa kalpitam tu asat bahishcheto gruhitam sad yuktam vaitathyametayoho. Therefore, whatever is imagined in the mind during the waking as something is imagined in the dream is illusion. Waking time also only we imagine. What do I know about anybody? Isn't it? We go and imagine, oh, he must be a good person, oh, she must be a good person, and we go and talk, and then we come to know, I think I have made a mistake. See, that good or bad person, where did we see? Only our own mental projections. See? And what we see, there is one saying in Sanskrit, Papi sarvatra papam ashankate. If a person has got ill intentions, he will look upon the world with the same. The people are like this. They are the thieves. Don't do like this. Don't do like that. Be aware. See? Therefore, bahi cheto gruhitam sadyuktam vaitathyametayoho. Therefore, as long as this imagination continues, we are leading a life of illusory existence. This point I told you a number of times. Mind has two aspects. One aspect is it comprehends something, perception. And after that, it starts projecting something. Perceptions, if we stop there, samsara is not created. See? Like the other day, I was in Pune and went to somebody's place. And his wife is a very good singer and a disciple of a great artist, Jitendra Abhisheki ji. So, some recording they have made, they make me hear. I said, oh, very good, very nice. Anyway, I have taken tea, coffee, I can't say anything wrong. It's very good. And for that only they are given. See? So only perception, no projection. Then I told, I said, you know, another person, he is also the follower of the same. Swamiji, I know. He knows nothing, only shows off. Now the person is the same. When I have seen, I have heard him, I appreciated him very good. But the other person, I know what he is, how he has gone there. Person is the same, perceptions are the same, but projections are different. Therefore, this technique, let our mind be like the mirror. Reflects everything, rejects nothing, comments on nothing, and retains nothing. Whenever we comment, impression is formed. No comment, no impression. Or, if we learn from our experience, then impressions are not formed. See? It is wisdom. Like we have burnt our finger in childhood because of the fire. So there is no impression that it is good or it is bad because we have learned. So there are two ways of taking care of the mind. One thing is that we have no comments. Dekho suno mat bolo. See? Impression will not be formed. How simple it is. And second thing is, learn from any experience. These two things are consciously lived. Then we are practicing spiritual life. Otherwise, kurute ganga sagar gamanam vrata paripalanam athava danam jnana vihina sarvamatena bhajadina muktim janmashatena bhaja govindam. Or do lot of tapasya. Agre vanni prishte bhanu ratro chubuk samarpita janu. Or wait till the old age comes. Angam galitam palitam mundam dashan vihinam jatam tundam. Vruddho yati gruhitva dandam tadapina munchati asha pindam. See, that has nothing to do with the spiritual life. Only right understanding of life. Ubhayorupi vaitatyam bhedanam sthanayor yadi ka etan buddhyate bhedan ko vaitesha vikalpakaha. Now here a question is raised. Ubhayorupi vaitatyam bhedanam. Both the places, dream and waking, they are all illusory things. Now the question is, kaha etan buddhyate? Now who knows that the dream is also illusion and waking is also illusion? Who knows? Kaha etan buddhyate bhedan? Who knows these differences? And ko vai tesham vikalpakaha? And who has projected this? So who knows this? And who has projected this? These are the questions raised. So the answer is given. Kalpayati atmana atmanam atma devaswamayaya sa eva buddhate bhedan iti vedanta nishchaya. Now up to here we have seen logically. So from here onward we go according to the authority of the Upanishad or the Vedanta. See, kalpayati atmana atmanam atma deva swamayaya. Now to understand this. This Deva, the Atma, goes on imagining in himself everything. And in that imagination, he only suffers. Difficult to understand. Okay. man goes on imagining what a life without a wife. Then he gets married. And then he starts suffering. Now who is suffering? Man is not suffering. It is the husband who is suffering. Now who created the husband? Man created the husband. Now can you separate the man from the husband? Think how simple it is. Therefore, kalpayati, we only imagine. What is the imagination? I am alone, it is boredom, what a life without a wife, I think I must get married. And be attentive, nobody gets married in this world to become miserable. And nobody in this world is happy after marriage. Now tell me, can there be a better thing to live in this world with this knowledge? See? And some of them are more evolved. And better, it doesn't click. Okay? Let's say bye-bye. And then they continue living in partners, but not husband and wife. To whom are we cheating? See? So, kalpeti atmana atmanam deva swamayaya. We only go on imagining that I am very smart, I am very beautiful, I am very ugly, I am fortunate, I am unfortunate. We go on imagining swamayaya. And sa eva buddhate vedan. And he only starts knowing the differences between these good and bad, etc. This is what is the Vedanta Nishchay. Therefore, the self itself is creating the problem and dissolving the problem. See? We get so much influenced by that, by our own projections. We have to consciously recognize we are projecting friends and enemies in this world. See? Because of our own obsessions. So, sa eva buddhate bhedan iti vedanta nishchayaha. Therefore, the self-effulgent Atma alone is creating the whole world, and he is getting lost and he only comes out of it. Now, how does this self, the Atma, is creating this imaginary world? Sankalpayan kena prakarena kalpayati iti uchyate. How? What is the way? The self is creating this illusory world. Vikaroti paran bhavan antaschitte vyavasthitan niyatascha bahishchitta eva kalpayate prabhu. See? Vikaroti paran bhavan, vikaroti aparan bhavan antaschitte vyavasthitan. See? Whatever are, be attentive. If you have got, let us take in the earlier days, a tape recorder. So on the tape, there are so many things already recorded. When you play, the same thing will be played, nothing else. But in case of this tape, we had the facility. But in case of your MP3, you can't do it. You can't change it. So on the same tape, if you again retape some other music, first will be erased and new will be there. Exactly the same way. Whatever we are, they are all the impressions on our mind. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, good, etc., etc. That is our tape. Now we go to satsang. Then what happens? In that satsang, on the same mind, where earlier the world was real, it was good and bad, we want to achieve joy, sorrows, all these impressions are rewritten on the same impression by the samskar from the Vedanta. See, friends. Therefore, our dreams tell what are the contents of our mind. See, we only say, my son is not like that actually, Swamiji, but he was in bad company and therefore he has gone the wrong way. Aisa kuch nahi hota. See, the seeds were there, right atmosphere came and they started sprouting. See, friends, this is what is said here. Vikaroti aparan bhavan antaschite vyavasthitan. So whatever we are outside, is nothing but the expression of what is inside. See? Like, some people are, by birth, they have got great music. They don't know what they are singing, but they sing so perfectly well. In the little champs I was watching, there was one girl, she sang something very good, extremely good, very difficult piece. So the judges asked, do you know what rag it is? No, I don't know. But how did you sing so correctly? Only listening. See? So it is already there. And therefore, vikaroti aparan bhava antaschite vyavasthita niyatascha bahishchitta evam kalpayate prabhu. And therefore, outside also, that means in the waking state also, the same Atma is controlling, the same Paramatma is controlling the external world. In this manner, be attentive. What is inside and what is outside. Both are supported by the same reality. Be very attentive. This point I told you a number of times. The difference of the inert world and the sentient world is on account of the conditionings through which the conscious reality is expressing. This point should be clear. See? Like through the mic, only amplification will go. Through the bulb, only light will go. Because of these two differences, there are not two electricities. In the same manner, the conscious existence supporting the matter where life cannot be manifest is inert world. And the same conscious existence reflecting where life can be manifested is the sentient world. Therefore, the differences are on account of the conditionings. When a person dies, what happens? When a bulb is fused, what happens? The ability of the filament to allow electricity to go through and express as light is broken because the filament broke. Exactly, the filament in the bulb and the mind in us is the same. And when the filament is broken, body is dead. Now what is the death of the body? Inability to express life. One day, one person in Pune asked me this question. Swamiji, I have always been struggling with this problem in my mind. I said, continue, very good, keep busy. No, we heard that Santa Gyaneshwara Maharaj, he awakened a dead body, a dead person, and he alone thereafter wrote the whole Gyaneshwari. He was the writer, like a steno. So he was dead. How he can be awakened? Is it possible? I said, forget about that. Then I told him this example. I said, when the bulb is fused and we have no option, so we go on playing with the bulb, move this way, that way. Idea is somehow connect the filament. The moment the filament is connected, again light came. Now tell me, the earlier light before the bulb became fused and after we united the filament and again the light came, are two lights? Principle of light is the same. In the same manner, principle of life is same. All the great masters, they go beyond the limitations of the mind and they start living as life, not as mind. We all live as mind. They live as life. And therefore, samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshoste na priya. See, because of the mind level, good, bad, liking, disliking happens. For the life, there is no good, bad, like, disliking. Digestion is done by the life and excretion is done by the life. When digestion is done, life is not pure and excretion is there, life is not unholy. See, friends, therefore, this one reality alone is supporting the experiencer as well as the experienced. And once this is understood, then the division between the knower known disappears. Because now we have come to the substratum which is supporting the both. Chitta kala ye antastu dvaya kalascha ye bahihi kalpita evate sarve vishesho nanya hetukaha. Chitta kala ki ye antastu. All the things that we see in the dream, they are only during the dream. In the waking, they don't come. Chitta kala. At the time of the dream, only the things and beings appear. Antastu dvaya kalascha ye bahi. But the outer world, the same thing appears in two ways. Dvaya kala. Bhagavan Shankara has given a beautiful example. When he is milking the cow, he is a milker. But when he is not milking the cow, he is not a milkman. So the same person is recognized in two ways. When he is driving the car, he is a driver. But when he is not driving the car, he is a man. See? So when we see somebody sitting on the seat of a driver, we don't call him, hey man, hey driver. So this dvaya kala, but he is not a driver all the time. See? Therefore, both of them are kalpita evate sarve. So driver is not only driver, he is much more than driver. Therefore, avyakta evate antastu sputa evache bahi kalpita evate sarve vishesho indriyantare. And therefore we are to come to this conclusion. Avyakta evate antastu. Therefore, the inner world of the dream, they are unmanifest. And sputa evacha ye bahihi, an outer world, they appear to be very clear and real. But because of that, that doesn't mean they are real. So be attentive. I, as a third person, see two children. For me, they are kids. But for the mother of the child, he is not a kid. My daughter, my son. And you can see all that very distinctly. This is how I have learnt. See? Because in addition to the child, the mother sees the daughter or the son in the child. But for me, the third person, I am seeing only the child without any attributes at mine or not mine. See, friends. Therefore, my love for the children is born out of purity and pure love, but the love of the mother for the child is born out of asakti or attachment. See, we simply say that I love my son, my daughter, it's only as long as he or she listens to you. The day the children don't listen to us, तुम मेरे लिए मर गए, मैं तुम्हारे लिए मर गया, तुम मर जाओ, मैं ठीक हूं. देखो. Therefore, Santo, there are two creations. In the 4th chapter of Panchadashi, we have discussed this thing. Two creations. One is Isha Srishti. Second is Jiva Srishti. A woman is created by God. Isha Karya, created by God. Out of that woman, a daughter is created, a wife is created, a mother is created. And who is creating the problem? The daughter is creating the problem, getting married to whom I don't want her to get married. See, there was a friend of mine, he is no more. His daughter, extremely beautiful and very nice, fair, highly educated, and Cobra brand. You know Cobra? Kokanastha Brahman. So Cobra brand. So she was exported to some other country for her job, contract job, and then about half a dozen people from that company had gone. in a country where they do not know the local language. So naturally, that group of 5-6 all the time together in the work, going to the hotel, going here and there. And then one boy from the south, dark complexion, etc. Now she was proposed by him like a movie. When she was coming, in the same flight he booked without telling her. And then he talked to the air hostess that I want to propose her here and kindly announce. And to the, what do you call that, ring. You know what is that called as? Wedding ring. After only the Vede log puts it. Veda means pagal. Wedding ring. See? So he took that wedding ring and came on his knees and proposed. I propose you, my dear, I love you. And the whole thing in the air, 7th heaven. Now the father. No, it is not possible. Who is this? He is not our community. And you are so beautiful and he doesn't know. So go and ask Swamiji. I am freely available. Then I found that she really loves him. I told him, I said, let her get married. Swamiji, you also say? I said, yes, I also say. You tell me, you will find out somebody. Do you give a guarantee that boy will be perfectly well as you want? You cannot give guarantee about anybody. Now, celebrate. She is responsible for her life. You relax. See, friends, our parents in today's world should change. Earlier, they were living a joint family in the house, ladies not going out. Now, ladies don't stay at home. When the husband and the boy and the girl meet, you know what is the exchange of questions? The wife, the girl asks the question to the boy, do you know cooking? And boy asks the question to her, do you know driving? See, friends. Therefore, I said, you know what is the reason of your misery? Because you had a dream. Whenever you are going for any marriages, I will also do like this and get this thing, book for this thing, and you had all dream that you are celebrating the marriage of your daughter. But now all that is washed away. Therefore you are angry. Got married. Now the same person, Swamiji, there cannot be a better choice for her than her. See, friends, we go on imagining somebody is good and bad. This is what is mentioned here. Avyakta yetu antastu sputa eva chete bahi kalpita eva te sarve. Therefore, as much the inner world is imaginary projection, outer world is equally. We only imagine somebody is good, somebody is bad, somebody is useful, somebody is not useful. No, it is our own imagination. And if you want to stop this imagination, there is only one technique. Live at zero expectation level. See, you expect anything even from God, He will deceive you. Because He will give what you deserve. There is no quota. The sun is bright outside, but I don't want to go outside my room. I will stay here. Why the sun is not helping me? It is not his problem. You go out. See, you have to deserve. Therefore, kalpita evate sarve. Therefore, the external world, all relations, possessions is our own projections. See. In Oman, their 1 riyal or what they call is equal to more than 200-300 Indian rupees. So there they have got a little salary, but they convert it, so much like that. I tell you, this happened in USA. I used to go to some temple. That Panditji was very well learned, very nice and highly educated. He knew all the things so perfectly well. So he became a good friend. One day, one person was driving me and he told, Swamiji, that Pandit is your friend. I said, you are also my friend. No, not that way. I want you to convey something to him. I kept quiet. Please tell him. He's too greedy. He goes to the people's place to do puja and asks for money. Or they give money, he takes it. He doesn't put it in the temple. He's very greedy. I said, you have touched a wrong person. You tell me you have come to this country for charity. You come here because you are not greedy. And how much is salary you are getting? $500. Is he purchasing in rupees or is purchasing in dollars? This is how the samsara is born. Kalpita evate sarve. And once we have the wrong notion about somebody, the wrong notion makes us miserable in life. See? And the funny part is, suppose I have got wrong notion about somebody, that somebody doesn't know. I am carrying that burden all the time. See? And that somebody comes and says, Swamiji, how are you? Who is suffering? The one who is projecting, he is suffering, not the one on whom it is projected. Therefore, we have to learn this. Stop reacting in this world. See? Kalpita evate sarve visheshvastu indriyantare. Now, जीवम कल बाह्य आध्यात्मिकानां भावानां इतर निमित्त नैमित्तिकतया कल्पनायां किम मूलम इति उच्यते. Now the question is, what is the root, what is the source of projection of the dream as well as the external world? Now this is said. जीवम कल्पयते पूर्वम ततो भावान पृथक विदान बाह्यान आध्यात्मिकाश्चैव यथा विद्यस्तथा स्मृतिः. Purvam jivam kalpayate. First of all, a man imagines, if I get married, I will be a husband and merge with the society. If somebody is a CBI agent, you know CBI? Chronic bachelor. So chronic bachelors are kept away by the married people. You come, but actually, there is nobody at home. That means you don't come, we don't trust you. See? Therefore, Purvam, initially the self itself goes on imagining that I am a jiva, I am the soul. Jivam kalpayati Purvam. Tataha bhavan pruthak vidan. Thereafter the jiva starts imagining. Now what is the jiva bhav? Therefore, two things. Number one, a sense of incompleteness. I am body is not the issue. Only this body I am and that body I am not is the issue. See, friends, imagine, for the sake of imagination, this hand I am, this hand I am not. What a fun it will be. So although they are separate, left and right, yet there is difference, but there is no differentiation on account of the differences. And this we see to some extent for a short period between the parents and the children. See? Because although the child is seeing someone other, yet for the mother it is the extension of the mother is the child. See, friends. Therefore, जीवम कल्पयते पूर्वम ततः thereafter bhavan पृथक विदान बाह्यान आध्यात्मिकाश्चैव. And thereafter one start imagining. First imagination, adhyatmikan, I am incomplete. If I get that, that will be good. Then Bahyan, what are the external things? External, that object is important, that is valuable, that should be God, it is a source of happiness. If I don't get it, what is their life without that? I must get it, yena kena prakarena. All these things together is called as birth of a desire. For that, what is the antidote? देखो सुनो मत बोलो. You know, when everybody has gone to work and ladies who don't work only live, and every servant is there to work at home, they don't work at all. Then they'll be watching the TV, and on the TV advertisement comes. Potato peeling machine and potato cutting machine. In 5 minutes, you can cut exact size potatoes, 5 kilo. Original cost 21,000 rupees. If you dial right now, 2,100 rupees. Cut, 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 cut. Next day the machine comes. Now how many people are at home? Hum do, hamara koi nahi. Only 2. Now the question is, what will you do with 5 kilos of potato cutting? But then you have to show it to the public. Then somehow or the other, make some occasion and call the people and make something out of that potato. And nobody appreciates that. Then have you seen that? Yes, it is very good, nice, tasty. But didn't you observe? See, all the potatoes are cut exactly. Says, it can be done. Your all charm has gone. No, I got a machine. Oh, you got machine. Our cook, he does exactly without any machine. See? You first know, janati, then you desire, ichchati, and then karoti, you order. Samsara is born. Therefore, Bhayyan adhyatmikam chaiva yatha vidyas tatha smriti. And therefore, whatever we collect the information about ourselves and about the world, the whole world is created because we have given a status of reality to that. See, Maharaj. Anishtita यथा रज्जु अंधकारे विकल्पिता सर्पाधारादि भावहि तद्वत् आत्मा विकल्पिता. See, अनिश्चिता यथा, like अंधकारे, in that अंधकार means not absolute darkness. You were crossing somewhere and there was some rope and you happened to step on that and it moves little bit because it is round, and then you go on imagining. Now see what happened. You have seen the rope not with the eyes but with your feet. See, so wrong means of knowledge was used, and because of the wrong means of knowledge you got the wrong knowledge. And wrong knowledge was, oh, it must have been snake. Nobody will imagine if you step on the rope, oh, I think it was elephant. No, nobody will think like that. Similar type. And then you become so obsessed with that snake. And then thereafter you take the torch, meaning the right means of knowledge. And with the torch when you go, you don't go to see the rope. You go to see the snake. And what you see is the rope. Thereafter, will you continue your search, but where the snake has gone? In the same manner, when you come back to your essential nature, you will not worry about the world, but where the world has gone. See? Like when in the dream we had a lot of money in the dream and we come out, but we could not bring the money. Do we feel bad? Hey, I couldn't smuggle, yaar, that's a lot of money. No. Exactly the same way. Wise people do not regret about any loss or do not get elated because of any gain. They have gone beyond a status of reality given to this world. And therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. What we gain in the dream, did we gain it? And when the dream is over, did we lose it? The same story with the waking. See, all this thing ultimately boils down to get freedom from body identification. And how do we know that we are proceeding in the right direction? Following things happen. Number one, possessiveness of things will be reduced. See, go to your houses and see how many pairs of shoes you have got. With 2 legs, 20 pairs of shoes. If you had 4 legs, 20 also I said with great hesitation. Maybe it is insult to you. 200 I should have said. Therefore, anishtita yatha rajju andhakare vikalpita sarpa dharadi vibhavahi tadvad atma vikalpitaha. So because we did not know that it is a rope, we go on projecting, imagining that it is a snake or a crack, etc. In the same manner, because we do not know our essential nature, and therefore we go on imagining, I am miserable, I am unfortunate, I am depressed, Swamiji, what should I do? See? You are not depressed, you are divine man. See? The other day, somebody wrote me, Swamiji, you know, I am separated. I said, I don't know. No, but I want to tell you. Therefore, I want to ask you something. I said, I am sorry. I am booked. No, not that way. See? And then be attentive. These depressed people, they are very proud of their depression. See? Swamiji, did you get depressed sometime? I said, every moment I see you, I am depressed. See? Useless. Depression is the luxury of the filthy rich people. Simple folks living their day-to-day life, they are not depressed. When we have nothing to do, let us depress. And that is a fashion. See? Get out of that. Anishtita yatha rajju andhakare vikalpita sarpa dhara bhavayi tadvad atma vikalpitaha. We only vikalpa, we only imagine. Vikalpa means what? That which does not exist, but imagined is called as vikalpa. So, Atma vikalpita. So we go on imagining, I am unfortunate, I am fortunate, I am lucky, I am unlucky. Stop. Don't add anything beyond I am. I am is being. I am lucky, I am unlucky, I am happy, I am miserable is adjective added to yourself. See? In being, there is no speciality added. In becoming, there is some speciality added. See? Therefore, real spiritual life is, let us not become extraordinary. Drop all the extra in life. Relax, relax, relax. Nishtitayam yatha rajvam vikalpo vinivartate rajjureveti chadvaitam tadvat atma vinishchayaha. See? Nishtitayam yatham rajvam vikalpo vinivartate. And once we come to know that this is a rope, then all the possible imaginations on the rope are dissolved in the same manner. Tadvad atma vinishchayaha. The moment you come to know your essential nature, all the problems born in the relative world disappear. See? When these people get divorced, exactly what happens? Problems were between husband and wife, divorce. Thereafter, where the husband has gone and where the wife has gone. And they introduce each other. He is my ex-husband. In Australia, I have seen the height of, I don't know what to call that. A very intelligent, very simple, pure person. Good friend of mine. And I went to his house. And whole mess everywhere. And there was a lady and his friend. So he introduced me. Swamiji, he is my friend. We are working on some project. And she is my ex-wife. Now she married him. And they are staying in the same house. You could laugh. I was confused. Kya karu? And they have no problem. They are so clear about it, no problem. See, friends. So, she is my wife, I was her husband, separated, but we continue to exist. No bitterness. Because who was bitter? Husband and a wife. After separation, they are no more husband and wife. So, live normal life. See? Therefore, Nishchitayam yatham rajvam. When we know it is a rope, all the problems born out of that gone. Once you are divorced, you are no more husband and wife. Relax and enjoy life. Therefore, divorce. How beautiful is it? All this Babaji will come and hit me. Friend. Rajure Advaitam Tadvad Atmanishchayaha. Now there is a series of thoughts. यदि आत्मा एक एवेति निश्चयः कथं प्राणादिभिः अनन्तैः भावैः एतैः संसार लक्षणैः विकल्पिता इति उच्यते शृणु. There is only one reality. Then how come there are so many ways of looking at the world? Somebody say the world is created by this, etc. Now that is taken for discussion. प्राणादिभिः अनन्तैश्च भावैः एतैः विकल्पितः माया एषा तस्य देवस्य यया सम्मोहितं स्वयं. This whole world is the creation of Maya, and Maya belongs to Paramatma. Brahma Shraya Maya. See this word Maya in our Amritanubhav we have dealt with in the introduction. There are two approaches to the non-dual reality. One is called the Shankar Vedanta, what we are talking, and second is called as Chidvilas or the Kashmiri Shaivaism or Nath Sampradaya or Siddha Marga, various names. Ishwar Advayavad, both of them are the same. And both these, they always try to prove they are wrong, we are right. So once when I happened to study both of them, and I was thinking why they are wasting their time to prove. It is something like a glass has got half milk and half empty. Now how you look at it? One says the glass is half filled. Other says no, the glass is half empty. What you should do? Take the glass, drink the milk and break the glass over. Don't get involved in this kind of thing. So this is what is said here. Pranadibihi anantaischa bhavaihi etaihi vikalpitaha. So there are many projections. How the world is created, who is the creator, and it is said Maya esha tasya devasya. Now what is Maya? Maya is like the burning power of the fire. Now the burning power will burn everything except the fire. Sugar cane never suffers from diabetes because it's its own potentiality. See friends, and therefore Maya is not something, you can keep the name of somebody Maya or Mayavati and create problems. See, there is not the one. Maya esha tasya devasya yaya sammohitam swayam. And because of that, he himself has as if become deluded. See, how can Bhagwan become deluded by his own Maya? See, like some people have this notion. One example, that they are very good singers. I am victim of that. Therefore, when anybody asks Swamiji, should we have bhajan? No, please, protect me. Because they have their notion is very good. And then they'll be all the time, somebody has to say, hey, you can sing? Yes, shall I sing? No. Maya esha devasya. So by his own potentiality, he or she gets so influenced that it has to express. See, therefore, this swayam mohitaha, one forgets everything except one particular aspect. Similarly, there is a friend of mine. He is a doctor by profession, and he is very much was wanting to learn music, and he has got very good rhythm. So tabla. Now he is on that operation table, and yes, where is water? Are you have to operate. Don't do tabla peti there. See, he just can't get rid of that. So he is Swam getting deluded by that own potentiality. Now, which are those people? Prana iti pranavidaha, bhutani iti tadvidaha, guna iti gunavidaha, tattvani iti cha tadvidaha. So, those who are doing the upasana of the prana, they say prana is the cause of the world. Those who are doing the upasana of the pancha mahabhutas, like the charvaka, they say these gross elements are the cause of the world. Then those who are having the various gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, they say the world is the creation of the three gunas. And similarly, those who are followed of the Shaivism, they say it is the Atma, Avidya and other things, Jiva. This is how the world is created. Pada iti padavidaha, Vishaya iti tadvidaha, Loka iti lokvidaha, Deva iti tadvidaha. Some of them say, Pada, these are the different fractions because of which the world is created. Some of them say, no, the world is created because of these various objects in the world. Loka iti tadvidaha. Some of them say, no, there are 14 worlds. Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, Mahajana, Tapa, Satyam, and lower, Atara, Vitala, etc. So they say the world is created because of that, and say, no, gods have created world. In this manner, everybody has got their own way of looking at it. Veda iti Veda vidaha, Yajna iti tadvidaha. See, those who are the students of Veda, they say from the Veda the whole world has come. Some of them say, no, Yajna is the cause of the world. Bhokta iti cha bhoktru vidaha. Those who are the indulgent, they say, because of the enjoyer the world is created. Bhojyam iti tadvidaha. And other people say that the enjoyment prasad is the cause of this world. Sukshma iti sukshma vidaha, stula iti tadvidaha, murta iti murta vidaha, amurta iti tadvidaha. Some of them say the world is created by the subtle cause, some say no, gross cause, some say with the form God, they say no, it is without the form. Kala iti kala vidaha, desha iti tadvidaha. Those who are the influenced by the time, they said God, the time has created this world, no, the space has created this world. In this manner, they are getting lost in their own philosophies. Some of them say, Mana iti manovidaha, buddhiriti tadvidaha. Some of them, they say, mind has created this world. Buddhas say, the buddhi, the intellect is the cause of this world. Some of them say, chitta is the cause of the world. Some of them say, the dharma, adharma is the cause of the world. Some of them say there are 25 principles because of which the world is created. Some of them say no, there are 26. No, there are 31. These are different philosophies. They say this is the cause of this world. Lokan iti lokvida prahur ashrama iti tadvidaha. So various lokas are responsible for creating the world. In this manner, three pums napusakam linga parapara matha pare. In this manner, Srushti iti Srushtivida layati tadvidaha, various kinds of philosophies are enumerated. Yam bhavam darsher yase tam bhavam satupashyati. Now this is the principle. Whatever we think, that alone appears before us. Be very attentive. You think you are a body, nothing wrong. Then accept. You are born, you will grow, you will have diseases, you will die. But then, I accept myself to be a body, but I don't want to grow old. I don't want to die. Suffer. Accept yourself. We don't know. We only imagine that I am the body. Similarly, we imagine I am the soul. Make a soul curry. See? And then we go on, last life I don't know what I have done. Swamiji, I feel because of my prarabdha I am meeting you. I said it is my prarabdha, not your prarabdha. See? And some of them say, no, 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 no. I think I must have done some punya karma in my life. Therefore, I am coming over here. So, Jiva, you imagine, then you are a Jiva. So, I am body is only imagination. I am soul is imagination. Why don't you imagine you are divine? Oh, I cannot be divine. I am devil. Yes, you are, no doubt about it. Yam yam vapi sparan bhavam tejatante kalevaram. At the time of departure from the body, whatever bhava you have, see, there are many people who are attached to dogs. They cannot think about God. They can think only about dog. Non-stop. And at the time of death also, everybody may leave, but my dog... Oh! Last thought is the blueprint. If we give it to Bhagwan, this is the next life I want. And then, next life, wow, wow, wow. Because you have done lot of dharma, lot of charity, you will be a dog in a rich man's house, but you will be a dog. See, I always feel pity for the dogs in the Western countries. See, they don't have their life. One American dog came to India. And then Indian dogs asked, hey, how come in the US you get everything? Why you came to India? He said, why do you get everything? We can't bark there. A dog who is not allowed to bark, is it dog life? Is it human life? Because dogs are not called kutta, you know that? All the so-called people, dog lovers, they call doggy, dog. Kutta word is kept for human beings. Kutta. Narayana. So, yam bhavam darshayat yasya tam bhavam satu pashyati. Whatever you think that you are. Papoham papakarmaham, hell. Why don't you think something higher? We only imagine, I am most unfortunate. I don't know why this happens to me. No, you are divine, my friends. You don't have to take anybody's certificate. Sure, you are divine. No, it's in your own way. So, tam chavati sa bhutvaso tad graha samupayati tam. Therefore, friends, all the spiritual practice is correct your understanding about yourself. And that understanding can happen when wrong notions are dropped. Therefore, all the spiritual practice is only one thing. See? Give up wrong notions and don't create new notions. Wrong notions, papoham, papakarmaham. I am very good, I am very bad, I am fortunate, I am unfortunate, I am body, I am Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, I am rich, I am poor, I am Gujju. All wrong notions. Drop them. Don't, thereafter, I am spiritual. No! Don't become spiritual. The moment you become spiritual, you have to go to the booth. See? No. This is the beauty of our Vedanta Shastra. Wrong notions are removed without creating new notions. In all other paths, they create the new notions. See? Therefore, yo evam veda tatvena kalpayati so avashankitaha. Therefore, etahi esha pruthak bhava pruthak eveti lakshita. So the whole variety is our own creation. We only create friends, enemies. We only create about ourselves. I am very good, but people don't understand that I am good, you know. No. Remove the wrong notions and just be happy. And this can happen only because of, by this simple technique, wrong notions should be rejected. What is the wrong notion? Somebody is my friend, somebody is my enemy. Then, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. Over. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be friendly with everybody. And don't go further. Be inimical with everybody. No. In this manner, evam yo veda tatvena kalpayati asau avashankitaha. So whatever you do the kalpana, that you are. So these wrong notions should be rejected. When we reject wrong notion about ourselves, our wrong notions about the world will be also rejected. Then wrong notion about God will be rejected. Then wrong notion about the spiritual practice will be rejected. And then you will not do meditation. You will come to know real spiritual life is a process of undoing and unbecoming. Give it a try. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.